Hi, Soulkin. It's Carmilla from Carmilla Soul Academy, and I wanted to relay a message today from Spirit or Source, who was coming in with a message about the third dimensional realm and the importance of self-care and soul care within it. So, the important thing to understand about the third dimensional realm is that it is based on unfairness. It is based on uneven slope. It is based within the idea of lesser than and greater than. That's how it seems to operate. And it operates this way in order for us to tangibly understand things that are obsolete compared to the stream of consciousness of, or they're saying like the creative flow that enters the um, monumental space. And I'm not sure exactly why they're using monumental, but the stream of consciousness or the creative flow that enters your mind or your body, you use this in order to sift through and compare to things that have once been experienced to make them better or to make them more pleasurable or more convenient. That is kind of the design of the third dimensional realm, and that looks different for every person, for every being, for every culture. Some cultures may still enjoy, a good open fire, and that's how they survive every day. And some of us are more accustomed to our stoves. So the third dimensional realm is based on trial and error. It's based on experience. It's based on operating from the past. That is the root of the third dimensional realm. That's okay. That's exactly as it needs to be for all of us to survive and thrive. However, we have come upon a time during our iteration of the life or during this timeline in which new frequencies of consciousness are being introduced to our space, to our level of awareness. Now, these new level of consciousness bring in new energies to be played with. So these are the strong energies of manifestation, of connecting to your soul in human form in a way that has never been done before. This is connecting to your intuition in a way that has never been done before. And even though our ancestors have done it in their own different types of ways, we are introducing a new realm of magic to this space. That is exactly why we're here. That is exactly what we are doing. So it's really, really, really extremely important that we press upon our inner desires to take care of self, to listen to self, to respond to self, and to release some of the societal pressures that we have upon ourselves. They're saying like the societal mind is just a mind. The societal mind is just a state of being. It's a state of consciousness. And with us tapping into this energy of self and care for self, that reflects back onto everyone and everything that we experience. So the people that are in our lives, the people that aren't in our lives, the things, the places, it responds to that. It gives, they're saying it gives life to life. Which is a really interesting thing to say, but that is what they're saying, as in when you integrate and allow these energies to live through you, they enter the realm of consciousness, making it available to all. Does that make sense? So the same way you have an idea in your head and you bring it down, you root it into the body, you get inspired, and then you go forward to physically create it or manifest it. It is the same thing when we integrate these higher levels of understanding or consciousness into our body and we share them with the world. It's a scary thing to think about, and it's a hard thing to think about because you think about all of your worries. Oh, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about that? And to hold the fifth dimensional frequency is to hold it with fearlessness or within fearlessness. And that means that whatever problems that you believe yourself to have, that through consciousness they can be solved, that there is a solution available, and what the best option for you at this time is to trust that there is a solution. Now, this is harder for beings who cannot, or not cannot, but are further away from this understanding. So people who would be like um, experiencing a lot of horror, a lot of tragedy, a lot of turmoil in their lives. And the best thing that we can do is send compassion to and support in the ways in which we can. However, it is not our responsibility to burden the guilt of the extremes that we all, to some certain degree, have to or have experienced. It is to your best advantage to hone in on and concentrate on the beauty of the world, the beauty of who you are, and the beauty of the consciousness that you're streaming in. Holding compassion does a lot. Transforming yourself does a lot. Change, honoring yourself, honoring your boundaries, things like that within this world do a lot to help it to evolve and change into the world that it has come to be. So just remember that the weight of the world is not on your shoulders. We are all to some varying degree stomaching this. We are all to some varying degree integrating this, moving this out, and working this through our systems. It's just not a particularly easy task, especially at the beginning. So advice is to just trust yourself, love yourself, and go forward and love yourself every day. Start your mornings with ways or with energy that can help bring you joy. Root yourself in joy and allow everything else to flow from that. And sometimes joy will seem as if it is absent from certain experiences, but it actually is available. There's joy in your rage. There's joy in your anger. There is joy in your sadness and your ability to feel compassion and release. There is joy in the flow of your emotions and on the flow of your insides and who you are, touching on every aspect of who you are. There is so much joy and pleasure in that. So please, please, please take care of yourself, love yourself, and allow the world to transform you. Thank you so much for listening today. I do hope that made some type of sense. I know the message is really similar because it's something that I'm personally working through on a personal level. So they're coming through to remind me or anyone who may identify with me in that aspect of take care of yourself. Take care of your full self. No matter if you're angry, no matter if you're sad, no matter if you're happy, wherever you are, take care of yourself and root yourself in joy so that you know that that is something you can always come back to. Joy of self, love of self, care of self. So yes, I'll stop rambling. I love you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.